Does this sound like you? Oh wow, man, I can't wait to get on Overwatch and rank up today.
8 hours later.
What about this? A whole new world. 100,000 things to
3 days later.
Oh wow, man, another Fog Shrine. Pog crazy. Let's go. I love this game. Maybe I feel like games are just rinsing and repeating one idea and slapping a new name onto it. Suddenly, every multiplayer game needs a battle royale. Every action-adventure RPG needs an open world. Every storytelling game gives you multiple dialogue options. But the motion capture just looks like this.
No.
And you just sit there staring at your screen, looking as every big name title gets delayed, while the ones you've been waiting for what feels like forever, come out looking like this. You switch off your PC or console and go, damn man, there are no fun games to play. Wrong! Games are still a blast to play, but chances are either you don't keep an open mind, or you just don't know where to look. My editor once went through something like this. Years of playing Call of Duty and Overwatch desensitized him from trying out anything that didn't have a AAA tag slapped onto it. He would get excited for games like Black Ops 4, Battlefield 5, and Anthem. It's made by EA.
Yeah, but
It's going to be just like every other game.
no, but I think this is the one though.
Blech! They sucked ass. I tried getting him to play a few of my favorite games at the time. Nier Automata, Persona 5, Hollow Knight, and Undertale. And he would go like, boring hack and slash, I don't play JRPGs, Hollow Knight looks like a 2D platformer, and the most infamous comment of the lot, what the shit are these graphics? It was only when the pandemic actually hit that he started off with trying Undertale, and upon finishing it, he said,
I'm just sitting here going through these games, and they all look like shit!
a change in genre is generally what ends up working. Your reluctance to try a game because of how it looks graphically or mechanically ends up being one of the reasons you might end up missing out on something amazing. If my editor had never played Undertale, he wouldn't have played Final Fantasy VII Remake, Resident Evil 2, Hollow Knight, Celeste, Ori, or even Ace Attorney. How did he go from
Heads up, enemy UAV spotted.
to Even I have a fundamental problem when it comes to two genres in particular. First-person shooters and open-world games. For real, I have no patience with first-person shooters. All of them is just... And on the other hand, every game wants to have this bland open world that doesn't actually benefit from being open world. It's all copy-paste content with nothing to explore or discover, and I usually end up leaving it behind or dropping the game altogether. But if I never kept an open mind either, I would have missed out on Doom 2016, which is now my favorite FPS, and Red Dead Redemption 2, home to my favorite protagonist in a video game. You gotta be willing to pull your head out of your ass and try something different if you're looking to get back on games that are fun to play. What if you're having fun but just burnt out? There's too much high-octane action all the time, you're investing large hours into RPGs, you're grinding for an armor piece because fashion is poggers, you're beginning an entirely new open world, and then I don't want to play anymore. You could either take a break and go outside for a short hike, or you could play a smaller game called a short hike. Certain games like these act as a reset or a reminder that the whole idea behind gaming in the first place is to relieve stress and have fun. It doesn't help having an extremely long day and then staying stressed doing something you love. A short hike is one of those titles that actually takes a load off your mind, and it's only an hour long. There are other short games of a similar vein, and they all serve the same purpose, giving you a much needed break. I personally love a short hike because it's about a young bird who needs to reset too. Always immersed in the fast-moving world of social media and now thrust into the wilderness in search of adventure and a working phone signal. But when she reaches the top of the mountain and finally gets coverage, she doesn't need it anymore. And by the time you finish the game, you don't need fast-paced action all the time either. But barely, I really do play different genres and I feel like I've exhausted all the newest releases. What do I do then? Play the old releases. No! Shut up. Going back to games from franchises you love gives you a greater sense of appreciation when playing the latest entries or ground-up remakes. How are you gonna play Super Mario Odyssey but not Super Mario 64 or Sunshine? How are you gonna play Breath of the Wild but not Ocarina of Time? How have you not played Super Mario Galaxy, Banjo-Kazooie, Dead Space, Sonic Adventure? Actually, maybe you don't have to play that one. Play Sonic Generations instead. In fact, playing classics can bring about a perspective shift and a newfound appreciation for games you're currently playing. Let's look at an old 3D platformer, KO the Kangaroo Round 2. I played this game about 3 times as a kid, and now they're remaking it into something better. Look at the old Crash Bandicoot games, and now go back and play the remade Insane trilogy. This dumb bridge level still sucks ass. Now, I'm sure you get the message, games are fun. But where does one start? What can I recommend to you as a reset? A breath of fresh air.
Look into your hearts to discover what's most precious. Hadouken!